This is eastern Ghouta, where scenes like this have become all too frequent. Relentless pro-regime bombing on the rebel enclave has killed hundreds of people and destroyed schools and hospitals.
We've been down here a month. It's been a month since we moved here. Day and night we're here all the time. The plane comes out and the neighbours come in here too.
A 30-day ceasefire has been proposed at the United Nations. It would let humanitarian workers get aid in and evacuate critically ill and wounded civilians. But the regime's main ally, Russia, has veto power in the UN Security Council, and it wants to change the proposed terms. Moscow and the Syrian regime say this recent upsurge in bombing is aimed at terror groups like Daesh, who are using civilians as human shields, and they won't agree unless the terms allow attacking those fighters.
And if, through resolutions, it would be possible to halt violence in flashpoints and difficult spots, then we would long ago have lived in a completely different world. In order to achieve stabilization, painstaking and long-standing work is necessary. These parties to the conflict need to sit down at the negotiating table to craft the parameters of the ceasefire.
But other Security Council members, including the US, say this is just a delaying tactic.
No one needs to use their imagination to know what the Assad regime is planning. It is exactly what we saw in Aleppo in 2016 and in Hama and Homs before that. The Assad regime wants to bomb or starve all of their opponents into submission.
Eastern Ghouta has seen more than its share of horror in Syria's long war, including a sarin gas attack in 2013 that killed more than 100 people, one of the worst chemical attacks in modern history.
How many more children dying do we have to see? How many more hospitals bombed? How many more doctors killed do we have to see before the international community can come together with one voice and take resolute action?
The United Nations couldn't stop Aleppo's fall or Homs. And as this brutal conflict enters an 8th year, there's no sign it can make a difference for the people of Eastern Ghouta. Arabella Munro, TRT World.